Welcome to the Sky River RV Show. Flowers are in bloom. Most of the western part of North America have wildflowers all over the place, inviting you to come out and be an RVer. So, today we're going to have a show about some features and benefits of Pleasureway, presented to you by Mark, and then a bunch of surprises. Let's start the show right now.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another segment here at Sky River RV. Today's subject is going to be B-Vans in general, and then specifically we're going to touch on Pleasureway B-Vans, a company that we've just picked up. It completes our inventory series on B-Van product, and there's a lot of choices in B-Vans, a lot of floor plan variations and a lot of function differences, a lot of power plant differences, and B-Vans can change your world. They can open up and give you a lot of opportunities to do things that cross over between family use and camping use. We have a great inventory, multi-line inventory right now. Today we're going to focus on Pleasureway. All right, so let's talk about Pleasureway as a company and why they're a good fit for product here at Sky River RV. As you've seen in other segments, we always talk about the heritage coaches, companies with a lot of history and typically a lot of market share because of excellence in the market. Well, Pleasureway is another one of these companies. This company has been doing B-Van production for 29 years. It's a family-owned business. Father passed the business on to a son. Son's now the CEO of the company, and 29 years is a long time to get something right. They're in Saskatchewan, Canada, like one of our other B-Van manufacturers. It rounds out the line of B-Vans here at Sky River. We now have 4 different lines, but Pleasureway is an outstanding fit. They do have a focus on quality. It's been passed on from father to son, like I said, and there's not a corporatized nature to the build out. It's family owned. It's a little more personal. They do care about the end result to a customer. And as we move forward and get inside the coaches, you're going to see a high level of fit and finish and quality. And of course, we like our customers to see high level quality for the money. So Pleasureway is a great add to that. I'm leaning on 2 Plateau models. They're slightly different. One has a body flare. You arguably could call the one to my right arm side B+. It's got a little bit of body flare. Pleasureway builds their coaches on the inside. We're going to look at cabinets. We're going to look at some of the electrical components inside. They have outstanding wiring and control capability inside, and they do a very good job on the cabinetry fit and finish. Cabinets are constructed with mortise and tenon joints. There's no staples in their interiors. They technically are a screwed and glued type of interior with a high level fit. The coaches are put together by a single carpenter, craftsman, in a dedicated booth for each coach. So they don't really even have a production line. They just have one skilled guy working on one coach at a time. And the end result is the fit and finish of the cabinetry along the roof line and other joints within the coach panels is outstanding because it's hand done one at a time.
I remember summer vacations riding in my parents' station wagon. I was always so envious of the people who would pass us on the highway with their shiny trailers. Well, now I've got my very own, and I chose to get it at Sky River RV. Sky River RV has the highest quality RVs at every price point. They offer brands like Airstream, and they have a knowledgeable and friendly staff. Best of all, they have a true service department. They made sure I could safely tow the RV of my dreams with my vehicle. Get to Sky River RV and find the RV of your dreams.
Want to go on an adventure? With so many cool places to see, ask yourself, if you could own an RV, where would you go? The beach, mountains, deserts, forests, lakes, or rivers? The possibilities are endless, right? Sky River RV has a 28-foot bunkhouse travel trailer for only $199 per month, OAC. Get out, explore, and do it with the highest quality brands at every price point. Sky River RV in Paso Robles next to Target or in Pismo Beach on Highway 1. Ask yourself, where would you go?
I'm going to back up a second and kind of get into why B vans, and this is a B van, no body expansion. It's a straight Sprinter chassis conversion. So Pleasureway acquires this from Mercedes and then they put their spin on it. B vans give you a lot of variety of use. They're outstanding choices for somebody who just wants a small platform. It makes it easier to go RVing more often. It makes it something that could be a crossover vehicle. It's not just a motorhome. These have up to 9 seat belts positioned for the family to use to go out to dinner, to go to an entertainment venue, and to just go for a fun drive. They offer a lot of interior components that make it easy to go traveling. You've got the range and the microwave and the refrigerator and a shower and toilet and a lot of camping friendly things. But like I mentioned, they also have multiple seatbelt positions. The efficiency of the diesel gives you a really high miles per gallon vehicle. These are 16 to maybe 22 miles per gallon on the top end. You could eliminate an SUV that you already own and use this as a crossover car, both around town and as a camping vehicle. So if you like to drive down the highway and do a quick U-turn to get to a garage sale, or just sightseeing in general, getting to national parks and taking the primo parking spaces without having to be at the back of the RV line, B vans give you that opportunity. They give you direct access to the stalls at a shopping center. So think of it as a multi-use crossover vehicle. A little pricey for that, but eliminating another vehicle in your fleet makes it a lot more affordable to consider a B van. This is the curb side of the coach, and not a lot of equipment here on the side to point out, but a few points. So it's a power awning. This is a Carefree model. It's just push button. It comes out and gives you up to 8 feet of shade, and has side mounts to anchor the awning to the coach so it's stable in a wind. Of course, you should never leave an awning out when you're away from your coach. You always put it away, but in this case, push button, easy to put it away. Now let's go inside and see some of the cool things that are going on inside this coach.
As soon as we open the door, one of the first things you're going to notice is our brand new option for 2015, a Phantom sliding screen door. This is a residential quality screen door. It's fully aluminum framed. It covers the entire opening, and also if you happen to knock it, it pops right back into the track. It self-feeds itself every time as it rolls back in. You also have different adjustment stops. You can have a little bit open, or all the way open, or all the way closed. And the best part, it's going to let all the fresh air in and keep all the bugs out. The second option we're going to notice right away is multiplex wiring. Multiplex wiring allows us to centralize all the switches for the coach. So we have our battery disconnect switch we can turn on. You can control all of the lights in the coach. You can turn them all on or turn them all off. So if you're leaving to go out for a walk, you can turn all of the lights off. You don't have to run inside if you forgot something. There are 2 switch panels located in the coach, one at the rear and one in the front. This gives you easy access as you enter the coach, or if you're at the back, you can control all the features. This also eliminates about 40% of the wiring throughout the coach. From the moment you step into the FL, which means front lounge, you'll notice how roomy it is up front. Remember, this is only a 22-foot coach, and here we've created 2 separate seating areas. The benefit of this is we can spin our front chairs around, which are covered in beautiful ultra leather. You have a second TV, 22-inch TV with a Blu-ray player. You can set up your table, you can dine here, you can watch TV, and the advantage to this is that if you choose to leave your bed made up, then you have another area that you can sit and dine in. This is fantastic. Also, if somebody wants to sleep in the morning, I can sit up here, I can read my book, I can watch the game on TV, and I don't have to disturb anybody. As we work our way through the coach, you'll notice we have over 6 feet of standing headroom and a soft touch vinyl ceiling. Pleasureway is renowned for the quality of our cabinetry, and let me explain why. Each piece is built individually. We don't mass produce them and stick them in prefabricated. Each piece is cut specifically for this coach and assembled inside. That's why it takes so much time. We also use a laminate bonded to 7-ply plywood. What does that mean? Well, let me show you. as an example, it doesn't scratch. It's durable, it's strong, it's quality. It's going to stand up and last a long time. If you did that to any other RV, most likely you're going to peel that vinyl wrap right off that piece of wood. A lot of people build RVs. At Pleasureway, we feel like we're building your next home. Just look at this kitchen, for example. We have a beautiful Corian countertop. It's buffed and sanded 3 individual times to get this luster. We also have a stainless steel sink, a nice cutting board, single lever faucet, and a flush mount 2-burner stove. And when you need a little more extra room, we even have a flip up counter extension. Across from the kitchen, we have a convection microwave in case you feel the need to bake some fresh bread. We also have a Dometic 3-way refrigerator. It's located up off the floor, so it's at a very convenient height to get in and out. It has the removable freezer compartment if you're just taking a day trip and you want more fridge room. It's also 3-way, so that means it runs on 12 volt, 110, and propane. And propane is really important, especially if you want to boondock or dry camp someplace. You can always run the fridge on propane and it's not going to wear down your 12-volt battery. We also have a 16,000 BTU furnace to warm the coach up on those chilly nights. Behind the front lounge, we're going to find our bathroom. So behind these 2 doors is our wet bath. Our wet bath features a Thetford toilet, which is a china bowl, which is really easy to keep clean, and it's a residential size. We have a corner sink and a vanity and a shower. So this complete unit is watertight. Simply pull across your shower curtain and you're good to go. Up here we have our second switch pad for our multiplex wiring. From this pad, you can start your generator, turn on the water pump, light your water heater. You will also be able to monitor the hours ran on your generator and how full your propane tank is. It also has a built-in digital reading for your black tank, gray tank, freshwater tank, and battery charge levels. Also, all the lights in the coach are LED, so that's going to conserve battery power. You can also dim all the lights by simply pushing and holding down one of the buttons on the touchpad. This is the removable table that you can set up at the back, or you can move it up front if you want to leave this as a bed made up all the time. Another great feature of the power sofa is the fact that you can recline it. Just by simply using the touchpad, I can adjust the shape and the slope of it, and I can put my feet up and just relax. After you spend another fun day exploring in your Pleasureway and you're ready to call it a night, you simply just have to push the button on your keypad and lay the sofa down. So now you've got a choice. You can either sleep it as 2 single beds in case somebody's an early riser. It's really simple to get out. Or you can fill it all in into one big bed.
Imagine the warmth of a campfire, the crisp feel of fresh air, the peacefulness of being surrounded by nature. This is the freedom that only an RV can bring. Now ask yourself, if you owned an RV, where would you go? How about an adventure you and your family would never forget? Well, stop imagining and realize your adventures at Sky River RV in Paso Robles. Travel trailers for less than $150 a month. Motorhomes for less than your monthly car payment on approved credit. Sky River RV located in Paso Robles next to Target. Where would you go?
Christmas break, spring break, summer break, weekends? Are you always at home, always doing the same thing? If you can own an RV, where would you go? State to state, coast to coast? Sky River RV is asking you, where would you go? Sky River RV offers Class C motorhomes as low as $399 a month on approved credit. Get out of your ordinary and explore with Sky River RV in Paso Robles, next to Target, or in Pismo Beach on Highway 1. Sky River RV, where would you go?
Okay, so here we are approaching the Plateau XL. This is a nicer coach, arguably because of room and space, and there's a few additional features here on the outside that they've taken advantage of as far as execution of use and what the coach can do. So this is the one that has a little bit of a body flare, and as we move down the side, you're going to see a little bit higher profile, gives you a little more interior room for both cabinetries and for walking space. And at the top, we've just panned the power awning on this model, and a beautiful part of it is it does have an LED track light underneath the awning that makes for a nice night atmosphere. LED lighting is incredible because it really reduces significantly the power draw against house batteries when you're plugged in or not plugged in, technically, in dry camping, of course. But it's just the innovation. I remember my mom constantly saying, turn off the lights behind you in our old trailer, because they were all the old incandescent types that did draw the battery down. With LEDs, not so much to worry about anymore on that. I do like that. Okay, other components here on the outside would be a more significant grab rail, and just makes the in and out of the coach a little bit easier, and an outstanding media enclosure on the side of this coach. So I've got both speaker systems, I've got a deck to handle my audio and video, and then a nice LG TV, so good tailgate opportunity. It's a really well constructed cabinet door, metal based, and not so much the lower grade, I'd say. It's just well engineered, and that just goes back to Pleasureways' execution on most of their components. It's clearly at a higher level, the choice of materials, and even the hinge work across the top of the door. It's a piano type hinge that prevents things from coming out of alignment and gives years and years of use. And then a very nice slam latch catch that's lockable, of course, for the security of the components inside. Down here below is another double slam latch door. This is just a small storage compartment. And on a straight B van, you don't really have these lower level storages. So if you can get it, it's nice to pick it up. And immediately to the left of that is a propane out for anybody who's going to include barbecuing on the curbside or on the in-campground side. The double slam latch doors, they just close with a positive firm closure. So easy to barbecue and have some fun. More power outlets for anybody that wants to possibly put media, lighting, any other electrical accessory, easy to connect. We've seen something like this before. That's the propane furnace exhaust, and back of the refrigerator panels again. This would be the freshwater enclosure for adding water to the coach when you don't have a direct pressure water feed. So now let's continue around the back of the coach and look at a couple of more features. Okay, so we're now at the back of the XL model, and it's basically high gloss fiberglass with an automotive finish. This is high quality paint. You'll see that as you look at them firsthand, and hopefully it's being picked up in the camera work that we're doing for you right now. It's just a really nice, clean body with flush window mounts. These louver out so you don't get a driven rain through oh, I forgot to close the slider. It looks good, and it's deep tinted, so it helps keep the heat outside as well. This still has the receiver mount and electrical connections for a trailer or a bike rack or a pod like we talked about before. And let's move along up the other side of the coach now and look at a couple of different other features. Okay, there's a lot more going on here on the side than on the FL that we just looked at, and one of them right here is the Girard tankless water heater. So this is a continuous flow water heater. It's propane driven, and it's only on demand. It's only gonna fire or burn fuel when you turn on the hot water in any of the positions in the coach, and it's potentially more efficient than a standard water heater with tanks, because the tanked water heaters constantly maintain 135-degree temperature and have to reignite periodically in order to have hot water at the ready. Well, this only burns fuel when you're needing it, and instantaneously through a heat exchanger there. So a good option for somebody who likes to utilize hot water at a slightly longer and higher level. This also has the utility center that we looked at in the other coach, almost identical, although the propane switch would be relocated somewhere. And I'm going to open up the outside utility shower enclosure here for you as well. This is pretty standard, but we might as well take a peek at it while we're here. So it's hot and cold blended with a wand. You can wash sand off your legs. You can wash a nasty picnic table off. You know, fly fishermen's dogs, possible uses for that. Down below again are additional storage compartments. This one to my right has the power cord in it. Actually, the one on the left is the propane tank access. This is filled right here on the coach. It's not a portable tank. And so you have the fill right here and the release for the technician that's doing the propane fill. That's gonna take care of both hot water heater, range, and generator. Okay, so here we are at the gen set on the side of the coach, and this is the Onan 2500 LP model. There's variations in gen sets. One of the coaches we may feature today has, I believe, a 4,000 watt gen set. This is propane driven 2500. I believe the alternative gas gen set on one of the other Pleasureway coaches is a 2.8 kilowatt. And you're matching the output of the gen set to the equipment that's on the coach. That's the most important thing. That's why there's a slight variation in the generator outputs, both some of them based on fuel delivery and others based on the equipment that's on the coach, so that they can be simultaneously run without having to shut things off.
From the moment you step into the new Plateau XL wide body, you'll feel how wide open and spacious it is. And we've created this feeling without the use of a slide out. When you first step in, you'll find our multiplex wiring station. Here you can control such things as a master light switch, which controls all the lights in all the areas. You also have your generator start switch, a battery disconnect switch, which is really easy to access, and the switch that controls the power step. One of the biggest features inside our new Plateau XL wide body comes in the way of our power sofa and Murphy bed. You probably wouldn't even notice there was a bed behind the wall. First, we have our power sofa. It's wrapped in ultra leather, which is really easy to clean and extremely comfortable. And we fill that sofa with memory foam. So imagine you're traveling and you're pulling over in a rest stop and you just want to take a little break. You can lay the sofa down and it quickly and conveniently makes into a day bed. Now when it's nighttime and you're ready to call it a day, you just simply remove the armrests and pull down your manual Murphy bed. What makes this great, it's on 2 gas struts, so it's an easy assist up and easy assist down. It gives you a 60 by 74 inch bed. This too has memory foam in it. And we have lots of room to walk around. Plus, we also have this great stepwell cover here too, just to give you a little extra safety. So you can get up, you can go to the bathroom. If you're an early riser, it's easy to get out. And first thing in the morning, when you're done and ready to go, you can just simply lift it up and put your bed away. That is simple and that's real easy to do. When you're standing in the living room, you're going to notice that we have 6 feet 8 inches of standing height, as well as a soft touch vinyl ceiling, which is really easy to keep clean. We have LED lights, which are all dimmable because of our multiplex wiring. We have this great skylight, and within the skylight, you have a day shade or the bug screen to give you lots of ventilation if you're sleeping at night. We also have a 13,500 BTU rooftop air conditioner and a 95 watt solar panel on the roof to keep your house battery maintaining its charge all the time. When we step up into the kitchen, you'll notice I still have 6 feet 5 inches of standing height. We raised the floor in the back of the coach so we can create larger holding tanks. In the kitchen, you'll notice the beautiful solid surface Corian countertops. We have a 2-burner LP stove, a stainless steel sink with a Corian cutting board, and a single lever faucet. We also have another multiplex wiring pad. This one includes your freshwater, gray water, black water holding tank capacities, along with your propane and your battery charge. You can control all the lights from there. On the other side of the kitchen, we have our fantastic fan, which will exchange all the air in under 60 seconds in this coach. We have a convection microwave and a 6.7 cubic foot Dometic 3-way fridge, which is really convenient, and it swings all the way open. We also have a 16,000 BTU forced air furnace to heat you up on those chilly nights. Another big signature feature inside the Plateau XL wide body, and let's remember it's only 22 feet long, lies behind this door in our bathroom. This is absolutely huge. This bathroom features a china bowl toilet, huge vanity, a Corian backsplash, stainless steel sink, waterfall faucet, tons of cabinet storage, and a beautiful 32-inch Corian and glass shower enclosure. Look at this. I'm 6'1". I've got tons of room with this skylight. It's absolutely beautiful, especially in a coach this size. One of the real strengths in this floor plan comes in the front cab area and our ability to turn the two front seats around. The front seats are covered in ultra leather. It gives you a great secondary seating area, especially if you have friends over and you're having a conversation or you just want to relax and watch TV. We also have this beautiful Corian table. We don't mount it permanently in one spot. We put it on a tripod base so you can move it around wherever you want and wherever it suits your needs, whether you're sitting down and having dinner or even if you want to take it outside.
Want to go on an adventure? With so many cool places to see, ask yourself, if you could own an RV, where would you go? The beach, mountains, deserts, forests, lakes, or rivers? The possibilities are endless, right? Sky River RV has a 28-foot bunkhouse travel trailer for only $199 per month, OAC. Get out, explore, and do it with the highest quality brands at every price point. Sky River RV in Paso Robles next to Target or in Pismo Beach on Highway 1. Ask yourself, where would you go?
I remember summer vacations riding in my parents' station wagon. I was always so envious of the people who would pass us on the highway with their shiny trailers. Well, now I've got my very own, and I chose to get it at Sky River RV. Sky River RV has the highest quality RVs at every price point. They offer brands like Airstream, and they have a knowledgeable and friendly staff. Best of all, they have a true service department. They made sure I could safely tow the RV of my dreams with my vehicle. Get to Sky River RV and find the RV of your dreams.
Hey everybody, appreciate you joining us for the segment today. As you can see, we've got an outstanding inventory on B-Vans right now. Multiple lines, 4 different lines representing the B-Van category, and Pleasureway is arguably one of the leaders in the whole segment. So please come down, check out Sky River RV's variety of product, including Pleasureway, which is a new add to our already great inventory. Again, I'm Mark Stillions. Come down and see us. We've got a lot of inventory that can meet your need, a lot of varieties, a lot of different sleeping configurations, seating configurations, on outstanding product that gives you really good miles per gallon. Enjoying RVing, get out there, enjoy the great outdoors. Come see us again for another segment at Sky River RV. We appreciate you.